8 lighters in the house and I can't find one. You want to hear something really funny I thought of? If you write down the word or letter 6 and then write down the letter next to it E and say it. Sexy, 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 sexy. Don't you see? They made it that way so it would flow. So when the psychiatrist brings us in, what do you see here? So I'm on a different wavelength from everybody, so obviously I'm not going to see the same thing. And in fact, I would never be able to give them one answer, because then it wouldn't be fair to my brain, because my brain sees more than one thing. Now I have to decide, telling a doctor who only actually sees maybe 1 or 2 things into a psychotic mind who, hey man, what do you want me to give you an answer? I'll give you an answer if I can give you all 3 answers, okay? The 3 ways I see it. From the left all the way to the right all the way. Then we finish, we'll be back at the center. And the totality would be 10, the whole story, so I'll put a dot on it. Do you know they put a dot for the sentence at the end? Do you know why? Because you're the one writing it. You're the I, right? Writing it. Your value is 9. And the dot to end it off. 1 dot, value of 5. 5 and 9 is 14. 1 and 4 means the passage of the story. 1 and 4 is 5. A dot means in between. A dot also means 3 parts of something, because it always is found in a space where there's a 3 of some sort. It's also found in the bottom row of your keyboard. So I know not everybody's going to really understand this. So I got on to say this. So this is what I'm going to do. I was going to write it down. I says, I'm not going to write it down. I'll probably end up ripping out another page. Oh, I'm getting real mad today. Oh, but we'll crumple it later. See, when I get mad, sometimes I have to do it later because I have no time right now. No time to get mad right now. My cats are in the house. I have no time. Cats came from off the street into my house. Boom. How many cats I got here, eh? Meow meow? Hey, meow meow? I guess I'm the only kitten around, eh? Kitten around? You kitten around? You kidding around? You see, I'm the only kitten around. First, what I want to say is everything really, I see it like this, okay? A and E. The beginning of 2 different worlds, okay? The reason that the E is the difference of the world is the E, okay, is the end of the first sock that you wear. 5 goes with 1, 2, 3, 4, A to E. But 5 also goes, okay, with F, G, H, I. So if you remove that world, okay, if you remove after the 5, we're not here. So that means what has to actually exist is A to E. But in the first world alone, okay, you must do everything in triangular by 3s. So the minute you go from A to E, okay, you now have to do everything in 3s. A, 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, and you have to do the whole thing because it's the formation, okay, of the same formation. It's 3 times, okay. I can't explain it. I wish I could, but everything has to be done in 3s, regardless of which world it's in, okay. Actually, not regardless, but it's the minimum, okay. This world is 4, okay. We got 4 corners, 10 to a corner. It's 40. We got 4 corners in Monopoly. 1 sends you to jail. You can never sit there. You can sit on Go. You can sit on visiting jail. You can sit on free parking, but if you sit on free parking, they pay you off. So 2 of the zones, you get paid off. 1, you're visiting jail, and the other one, you have to go to jail. Go to jail and visiting jail are across from each other. But anyways, let's get down to the reason why the the 9 doesn't exist? Because the 9th birth doesn't exist. Why is it a 9th birth? Okay, well, it has to come after the heavens were created. Then it goes back into the 8th heaven, and how it gets there is the 7th gate, water gate. When a woman's pregnant, when the water breaks, you come out of that egg, that water egg, and that is the water gate. And the 7th gate opens up into the world the same way in this world as the other worlds. Because there's 2 transfers. Your life breath, the minute they cut that umbilical... Hey! Hey! I'm busy doing a video. Hey, what's the problem? My cat is limping. So now you see, made me lose my place. So yeah, the 7th gate, we have to be hooked up electronically in the matrix. So when one thing gives birth, right, the 9 gives birth to a 6, and the 9 gives birth to a 4. Why? 4 by 9 is 36, which is the creation of 6, which is the man, the islands. Okay, 9 plus 4 is 13, which is A to M in the alphabet, and M as the 13th letter. And the way it becomes the 13th letter and number 7, A, C, E. Okay, very special one because it goes in 2 worlds. It goes in more than 2 worlds. F, G, H, I. Where am I stopping at? Oh my God, I lost my place. Wow. So much for me, eh? So you have the 9 months of pregnancy, okay? Another way to look at the 9 months of pregnancy, it's like an entrance, okay? Because A, B, C, D, D is on the next line, and right next to it is 5, and 5 connects to everything equally. So 4 has a straight shot right to 6, where 4 and 6 connect. I keep losing my head, and I don't know why. I don't know why. 4 and 6 connect. What was I talking about? The 9 months of birth. When everything moves. 9 and 4, the 9 birth with the 4 angle delta, which is the one spirit. Okay? It's like a soup. It's like a soup. The one spirit of delta. 1 and 7. And serve the soup. Here we're going to serve the soup. Okay? Man, 9. 4. 4 is the angle communication. Okay, down to the heaven and up, down to the earth's soul and up. And what happens, okay, is the one spirit. The 4 is what directs it. So 7 and 1, okay, have to be given over to man. And he has to have a 1 and a 7, a one spirit of the 7th gate coming into this world. Okay, because why one spirit? Because it's our birth. Okay, it's our birth in this world, our one spirit of the 7th gate. So what you see here is take this 1 and this 7 and flip it upside down, because this is a 7 here and this is a 1 here. So this one directs what goes on. And one of the reasons for the slash and the hole over here is because it holds up the ball. It holds up, how can I do this? It holds up the ball, okay? It's been carved in, okay? It's not really holding up the ball, it's connected to it, okay? But the ball moves, okay? But there's little brushes on the inside, and then it sends off the energies down here to 8, over here to 7, up over here to 2, because the 4 has multiple functions. And if you ever look at the swastika, it's created with the L, the 4, and a various number of other things. So now that I'm on to 9 minutes, I'm just going to show you some small things. I took this, okay, and I divided it up smaller. I ended up with this, okay. I cut it in half. This is this bigger. All this is it's 1, 2, 3, and half of this, and half of that. Now I haven't studied to see what half and half is, but since it's a half box, I don't want a half box, so the only way I can do it was this size. 3 by 6 creation. It creates the 2, and inside it creates the 5. That's why the Mayans are 52 and 25. But while it creates this, right, you would separate right here, because it ends, okay? Let me show you how it works. There's always the invisible secret. And the invisible secret goes like, oh, you disappeared on me. Still disappeared on me. You come back. So it creates this. 1, 3. You separate it. Each one its own world. It creates 1, 3. But if I put this into its own world, it's 12, alpha, beta. If I put it into the other world, okay, it's 15. A and E. 15th letter is omega. And alpha, omega. You know, there's a lot of stop and goes, eh? Anyways, my next video, I'm coming back. I'm going to do pi, an extended thing on pi, a lot better than the last one. And I'm still got to get back with the clock and the 7th gate. Because I do know we move 0.25 degrees to make 360 degrees, if I'm correct. 360 degrees around. Whichever way I go, it's the same thing. I'm going 360 degrees, okay? I don't care if I go around the sun. I don't care if it's the day that turns. I don't care if I go into my apartment and walk out back to where I started to make my 360 degrees. One of the things with pi, okay, in which I see is that it's continuously, we're not dead, we're alive. Okay, creation is 9. It's still moving. Doesn't 9 keep lowering things by 1, by 1, by 1? What is it inside pi? I wish I would study it and really understand what's inside pi. But what I can tell you is I did pi backwards. I did pi backwards. I mean a new kind of pi. And I came up with, I don't know. I can't find my book. Is this my book? No, it's not my book. Oh, let me show you what I did with the checker table. Okay. This is the way it's set up, the checker table. 1 fish and an 8. Here and here makes an 8, and here makes an 8, and here it's a V. V, 8, 8. 588. 588 is exactly dead center. It means it counts for every single side. 5 times 88, 440. That is the 10 clause. That would make it 44. That is delta star, my friends. 4 by 4 is 16 to 1. Spirit is 6. The brown dwarf star brings on something from the past history of the earth that no one has ever witnessed in their lives ever before. Unless the governments know something we don't, which obviously true, the gods will never show them everything. Never in a million years, because they created us. We're electrobotics. Electrobotics. Supertrain. The one that moves and grooves, and he's even smooth. Takes a shave and it feels real smooth. We're Supertrain. We're on the horse. We're on the run. We're always walking with a horseshoe in our pocket, wishing for some good luck, so we grabbed ourselves a rabbit's tail, and the rabbit turned around and said, "Listen, buddy, you ain't no hair of mine, and I'm just doing fine. So leave me go. I'm going real slow, and the turtle's just a friend of mine." So you see the way these things work, it's just like automatic. It's so systematic. Pi is a systematic rule of explanation of what is within the numbers you choose. What is before the numbers, what happens? What's after the numbers, what happens? You can't tell the future, can you? Well, then how do you want to read pi? Because that's what it's all about. But then again, there's so much information in pi. I mean, but it's all my own work, my own visions, my own. Hey, look, it's not the way we live. It's not the way we live. Is that the way the compass points? Yeah, but we got to make the cards this way. Which is the best way to make cards? When you make a house of cards, right? Hold on a second. 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 Hold on. Are you still there? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hey, move over. Move over. Hey, hey, come on, come on. Hey, come on. Don't bother me. This is sick. Sick, my friends. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't even do it. I can't do it. How do I do it? No, this is somehow like this. Somehow. Oh, I did it. Okay, here it is. I did it. There it is. I made a house of cards. So however you can play with these cards, my friends, this is what the whole thing is all about. You see those cigarettes over there? That joint over there? Hey, you're caught with narcotics in the house. Who, me? Can you see my eyes? Take those rays off my eyes. Is that all you want to do, is put people in jail? For what? For what? What do you want to put them in jail for? What are they going to do there? What if they get out of jail? Why did you push and push and push and keep pushing us? So then we have to hide all the time, like with our parents, because there were so many damn laws. And when there's a dam, you know what a dam means? A dam means a beaver dam. You live under and you live over. Some laws for you and some laws for us. But the beaver is the water gate. It's the passage of love in this world. Love is money, my friends. You cry when you win it. You cry when you lose it. You cry when you need it. You never have enough when you're getting it. And you think you're worth a whole lot more. How is the gratitude shared in this world? How is the gratitude shared in this world? How do we understand what the mind needs in gratitude, and what is the ego part of that? What percentage of the mind is the want that wants that gratitude as an egotistical? I'd say 60% and more. In fact, I would go up to 72%. You know why? In fact, I go up even higher than 72%. I go up as high as the heavens. 78%. You know why? 7 and 8 is Omega. 7th gate into the 8 heavens you're living. Okay. 72 is money. 72 is brown. Brown shit. 72, your 7th gate when you sit on the toilet and it comes out a number 2. So you got the 7th gate, you got 2 and 7, 27, 72. The same thing money is worth. Shit. It's worth shit. Absolutely nothing at all, because we have distorted every single market out there, because we do not know how to use the element of what money is supposed to be compliable and pliable with. That's why what is pliable is the gold. But there's thievery all the time, and they'll always be coming back to rob the train. And one of the things I said, I'm telling you, do you want to know what to do? Do you want to know what to do with the evil slayers of this world? They have to carry around the bracelet, one on each leg, one on each arm. And that bracelet is the freedom of the world. They can do whatever they want for $39.99 a day. The minute they walk in and present the bracelet at any place they want to buy food or do anything, that bracelet, okay, will only let them buy for $40. And it doesn't matter if they rob people, because the money's no good to them. They're wearing the bracelet, and that means they have freedom to life, but they only get $39.95 a day because they robbed everybody else of their money. So we don't need to put them in jail or watch them. What are they going to do? The only thing they can possibly want to do is grow pot, and it won't be legal anymore, so that'll be cheap. So what else would they want? Why would they need money? They didn't do anything good with it the first time. The first time, they need to wear that bracelet. Every different crime must carry some sort of bracelet to keep the people out of jail and to keep them happy on the street. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep, and we got to feed everybody. If you out there, if you out there, and you out there, and you out there want to eat, you come to my house, you come in, you do not act like a pig, you take what you need to eat. And if you are cold, you come into my shed and I give you warmth. But in this world, we have separated everything. We must go back to how a mind can work with another mind before the two minds blow each other up. Comical, coincidental that the two come together? Not one bit. This camera I'm holding, okay, is probably, this camera I'm holding has got to be, oh my God, it's got to be like thousands of years old. Thousands of years old. We're so far behind. Einstein, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. So what did he do with the pig? He had a sow. So he sowed the seed, and it was, who's on first? Was he on first? Because if he was on first, he is the second element in the series of elements. But who's on first? That would be 23, 8, 31, 41, 46. Who's on first? Oh no, it's the mad angel, the one spirit. I'm on first. So who's on second? Why don't you play ball, kid? Well, I want to know who's on second. Because if he's on second, that's good. Because he's my mother. Her number is 2. So what's on third? Oh, I don't know what's on third. It could be part of creation. Why? Well, that's good too. Because why, what, when, and where all start with 23. What? Where? E-world, angel. Why? Heaven, participation with the 25th and 27th letter. 7 and 9. 7 has 4 letters, 9 has 4 letters. Sometimes Q and Z show up on the 1. Also, the omega shows up on the 1. And all for good reason, of course. Let me put back this microphone. Okay, good. We're into the... oh, what does it say? How many minutes? Oh, 3 minutes. Okay, we've done 3 minutes so far. Right, 3 minutes. Okay. I'm just going to show you just... this is basically part of the setup. See the digital dots in the center? This turns around, they touch each other. It makes the third dot inside the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think we'll stop on 17 because these dots are freebies. So there's 17 this way, and then when you put the other world the other way, there'll be 17 that way. 17 and 17 is 34, 3 and 4 is 7. The number word 34 equals for the word O-N-E. You know what O-N-E is? O is omega. 1 and 5 is 6, A and E. N is the 14th letter. 1 and 4 is 5. E is the E-pass. It's the 5 again. O-N-E is actually saying 655, which is here comes the wolf. Another thing I was thinking, like I said, you know the dot, I tell you the dot is 10, it's the end of the sentence. You know what's funny? At the end of your life, you, as your mother, missed her first period because she gave birth to you. Your mother missed her first period because she gave birth to you. And then when you came out, you were an I, and you were an elongated I to all the way to the end of your life, where the period your mother missed, you gave back to her when you died, because the end of your story is your death. And at the end of that sentence, your book is now closed. You become the dot at the end of the sentence. And that's why its value, I can't say it. I don't want to say it. That's why its value is 10. Because you're not a 1 spirit left. You're not a 2 spirit right. You are what you are. You're a 10. You're a whole of above and you're the whole of below. But you do not have the sticks to hold you up anymore before you go. Raphael 7286. So I did show you this, eh? I showed you this part over here. I mean, you can show 3. Like I said, okay, you can do it this way, and it can be L-O, low. Or you can add levels, If I start opening up this level, you see it's one line. Well, if this is one line, we count this as an interior. It would be inside here. Okay, so if I blow this up bigger like this, I have to blow this up bigger. This and this. When these two touch, okay, you should see what it, can you see what it creates when it touches? I don't want to tell you because everybody has their own vision. What do you see? It's a gimbal. My pen covered it up. Okay. The other thing I want to say is, you know, if you were counting your first 5 fingers, well, that would be A to E. Now, that would mean if you counted your first 5 fingers, right, your thumb, okay, can be anywhere from A to E as a letter. You know what I'm saying? But your thumb would be A. Your big finger would be C. Your pinky would be the passage. This little thing is the passage. It is the pin key for the turn 8. Turn it at 8. Actually, omega, the turn key of omega, okay, is what it is. It's a turn key. You put it in, it clips on, right? And you take an omega egg, you clip it on the omega egg, and you turn it. And instead of having one big egg, it makes it like that, and now you've got 2. And that's the key to the pin key. I know it's a little bit of a joke, but it's not. And you saw it in Alice in Wonderland when she took the key and put it to the door and then listened to what she said. There's all kinds of little terminologies. I mean, I designed this once. It's like a keyhole. You know what I'm saying? It's a round head with a triangular body, some of the keyholes when you stick it in, and then it's... Anyways, I'm dragging on. I'm just, you know, I'm just a big believer. Another thing I want to say is that the 3 passages, these are the letters of the 3 passages, W, E, N. A letter barely, the H is skipped out by the French most of the time, and in the telephone, okay, it was skipped over with letters one time because they gave 2 extra letters to 7 and 9 because 7 or 9 are in the lower world, 7, 8, 9 is this world. We need 2 more. We need our birth and we need the birth spirit, period. We need alpha, beta, that's all. It ends up to be 3, then after whatever it is. So where am I over here? I guess we're going to leave it at that. Pi. Yes, pi. Who's on first? I don't know, but we were talking about the H, right? We sometimes skip over the H, okay, in the French, for the same reason. When you go play the game of pool, the 8 ball's on the table, but nobody wants to knock it in. So you're always jumping over the 8 ball. So the same thing with the telephone. They gave the extra numbers to the 7 and the 9. Well, now you can fight. Why didn't they give it to the B? And well, I'm going to think and think and think and then say, well, B is 2. And 8 is 4 times 2. So you can't give it to the B because B is H. Okay, it's just at the other corner. So maybe you can give it to number 3. Well, number 3 is creation of man. So you cannot give the next letter there, in which would have been, I'm not really sure which letter. I wish I can remember which letter, but there's a reason that certain things, what it is the 7th gate, and the 9 birth is the reason for those 2 letters. The letters are S, okay, and on the 9 birth, okay, the Z is there. 2 plus 6, 8, and that's where it should go. The 8 has to be where the 9 is, so the 9 can come into this world through the 7th gate. And that dwarf planet, my friends, that ain't no dwarf planet, my friends. That ain't no dwarf planet. And like to flip around with some numbers, but that ain't no dwarf planet, my friends. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that is no dwarf planet, and that was no regular eclipse 2 weeks ago. Everything is coming in A1. The way I thought my book was going to go, it seems like everything I say within 3 months trickles of what I start to say are coming in, trickles and trickles, but not enough for anybody to notice, and certainly not enough when you only get 10 hits per video. How would anybody know? You know what I'm saying? And secondly, my videos are long and I am confusing. So just like my mother said, I'll just try a little bit harder. Raphael 72, 86. MrTacpans, what do you got to say? You want me to hold up my scepter? My scepter is with me. It's already got my imprints on it right here. I come with imprints. They come right on my fingers. When you get home to heaven, what do you think happens when you get home to heaven? Oh God, oh God, oh yes, yes. How do I open the door? Well, you didn't take any vacations? You don't know the sunny isles where the palms are? He goes, yeah. He says, so that is your entry. Oh Lord, I don't understand. He says, hold up your hand, and so he holds up his hand like this. He says, oh, now you're talking to me, because that's God's name. 5. And the way in is the palm of your hand. You're going up to palm, the spirit of all springs. I already have the hand for it. Night comes in. You see day? Look at my hand. It is day and it is clear, and the clouds are coming in, and the clouds are coming in, and the night light has come over. Until the bright of the day where the fingers move back, and you stretch out a yawn, and the sky starts to open, and you start to see the day, because we've been undercover most of the night, seeing the starry, starry bright side. And then it turns, and it turns, and it sends itself all the way across to California, and then the sun dips, and then for some reason, a big sun like that, at that distance, in this itty-bitty world, and at night it gets that dark? Yet the moon can reflect such a glowing light? Obviously, yes, reflections sometimes flare. Reflections flare. The mirror effect. So why does the sun shine and the moon glow? Because Granny said, I want some moonshine. Because all these terminologies in the programs are all coming real right now, at least in my head. At least in my head, because I have to, and I have to keep reminding the people, it's not that I don't want to say I'm crazy, but I'm into that book, and I'm going to write that book, and that book is all about whatever I say. Ha 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 ha! Whatever I say, that's in the book. Let the book be judged. But before you judge the book, let me light up a peace pipe. Let me tell you one thing. Okay, before I end this, last year, a year and a half ago, when I got sick again, I wasn't really truthfully sure what was happening, and this is how it all started. And I said to myself, before this ever happened, I said, next time I fall into that element, okay, where I'm lost in space, I said, I must track everything. And I tracked everything. Yet one night, I went to sleep. And all of a sudden, my bed started to shake. And I says, I know it's not my bed. I know it's me. And I got up, I went back to bed. It was good. The next day, I went into a restaurant with a friend of mine. Oh, my God. My mind was going so fast. I was seeing television shows, cartoons I've never seen before. I was seeing everything. It was fast. And this ain't no shit. Let me tell you, this ain't no shit. That night, I'll never forget, I said, Jenny, we're in the middle of food. No, I can't. I says, get me back now. I says, the television screen has just come in. And it's not that I was that scared of it, but I was all alone to witness this whole thing. The worst thing that can happen, I end up in the hospital. But I needed someone at that time to be working with me saying, okay, you're going to be safe. Go into that other world. How far can we go in? I went to bed that night, and it was like this. Lie down on the bed comfortably. Pa-poomp, pa-poomp, pa-poomp. That was my heart. Pa-poomp, pa-poomp, pa-poomp. And then I started to hear the Alice in Wonderland song. And I said, shit. I said, this is great. I said, but again, I was all alone. So I went to lie on the couch, and finally I was able to get to bed. It lasted This lasted about a month, okay? Somehow I don't know what happens. I don't think I was taking enough pills or whatever it was. I may have forgotten. But anyways, I'll never forget. I'll never forget now. Now that I know the way in, okay? I know there's a way in, my friends. Oh my God, there's a fucking way in. It's insane. It's insane what I saw was insane. Now you can say, what does he know? What did he do? What did he see? What did he say? It's all in his mind. You can say what you want, my friends. I witness it. I close my eyes purposely a couple of times to see it. But you're in such a fatigued mind that you really are dying for sleep, and you're fighting the awakened secondary world with now a world that wants to go to sleep. Because the more one world opens, the other world must close. Okay? They can't actually be in the same, you know, the yin and the yang. It moves around. There's a fat part and a small part, and there's the I part. Okay? It all depends where you hang out. It was insane. Insane for oh my God. And I had dreams that today are working in every single one of my numbers. Dreams, insane. That brown dwarf star, my friends, if she comes in and opened her gate, that means the lower gates have opened too, my friends. That means if you've never saw a real demon before, there's a chance we might see one now. This is a book. This is a rated Dr. Mario electronic cassette world we live in. Okay? We get to see everything because our mind can create it. So if your mind can create it, you will live with it. But the most disgusting thing, I'm really a little upset at God. You know, I'm upset at God. I can cry right now. You know what I'm upset? How can he let so many people suffer? I'm not talking about like kill them right away and get rid of them. I'm talking about movies I saw by cutting off one finger and one finger and one finger. The minute I think of this, it's not that it hurts. The biggest thing that hurts me is somebody's taking away my pride, my body. It's mine. Who has the right to take my body away? Eh? It's my body. It's my body. Leave my body alone. It's mine. It's mine. And it's all mine. Oh, I'm in a public place? Well, let me take a check. Matrix 8571-8, walking in the park, sitting on a park bench, do. Okay, I gotta wear clothes on the street. Hold on a second. Gotta check out 41-6. Beachwear. Gotta make sure that the balls are hanging in. Okay, beachwear. Now I know the formation on this planet. Oh, what's this? Oh, annoying. I never saw annoying. Must come with the 7th gate rules, right? Into the 8th heaven. When you come into this with the 7th gate, okay, you see, when you come out of the 9th gate, you don't come out with anything but spirits. And when you enter onto the 7th gate, into the 8th heaven of the 5 central, okay, you get rules that come with it. How come man became so evil and broke all these rules? Somebody cutting somebody's ears off or nuts off, anybody taking advantage. I mean, if somebody steals 20 bucks from me, I'll get over it. But if somebody cuts my finger off, I'll be pissed, taking advantage of my body. I mean, someone that does that to me, I'd kick him in the nuts. He takes one finger, I take all his nuts. He'd be nuts for life already. You know what I'm saying? Do you like the way, do you understand what a cat's eye looks like? Look at my elbows. Look. One world. Now pretend there's another one on top of your head. Another world. When he does this, you can tilt. You can tilt this amount. I'm thinking that when the tilt comes in from the Mayans, okay, it's going to tilt like a hexagon tilt. Instead of being here, it'll be here, the tilt. Or is it going to be a north-south turn? Okay, I can see a north-south turn, but I can also see a different way on the axis. But anyways, do you see my head? Look at my head. You know what a cat's eye looks like? Our heads are straight up, just like the eye of a cat's head. You see the size of the vision we have? It's our elbows. That's all we can really see. We don't see past our elbows. Go clean your elbows. But, Ma, I can't see. Well, take a look. Where, Ma? Ma, I can't. Where's my elbows, Ma? Ma. Ma, oh, my elbow's up there. Oh, my elbow's down. Oh, no, my other elbow's up there. Hey, Ma, when one goes up, the other one goes down. Yeah, son, just like your dick. So finish up your video and come and eat a little growl. All right, Mom, come there right now. You just take it easy, okay? I know you got the hots for that, man. Okay, just take it easy, okay, and get dressed, okay? I don't like to see you running around nude around me, okay? I got videos to do. 1776 videos, okay? Yes, put on some underwear, Ma. Look a lot better than that fur you're hanging around with down there. I don't know what my mother's into. We're still in 1776, and she don't shave down by the wisdom area. Well, Ma, next time you open up life, I mean, you tell that guy before he enters, he says, you just tell him one story. You just tell him one story. You just tell him it's all his. The minute you tell him that, Ma, don't worry. Instead of shooting his load, he'll be packing his load and leaving off for a long time. We won't have to put up with that insurance agent anymore. Let's get on with this life. Yeah! What day is it? June 12th, 1776. Almost 30 days before the inauguration of the independence of the United States. They have been waiting a long, long, long time for this. And they are well prepared. And we are just going to be stunned. Watch out for the brown dwarf star, because 72 eats 38. And 83 takes on 99. Spirit Angel in Man 11, 99 is a 10-10 world. 7286, 38 is the same number as I had just mentioned. 86 is 24, the 24 hours of the day, because the 2 and the 6 and the 8 is the man in the heaven. And in time, you see, if you talk of something in material, you must talk about something in space, and you must talk about the time in the space. When you're talking about one thing, okay, then right away the person's going to spread out their idea. But when it comes to numbers, you either start on these two and finish in the center, or start in the center and open up to see what you've created from the nut. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you.